Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to access array elements present inside your ND array object. In short, how to access array elements by using which one indexing, by using slicing, or by using which one negative indexing. There are a lot of ways to access the array element present inside which one ND array. Then first of all, I'm going to explain how to access 1D array element. Then I'm going to show you how to access the array element present inside which one 2D array. So start with one dimensional array. So first of all, write down here import numpy as np. Okay, so that will import your numpy module. Now here, first of all, I'm going to work with one dimensional array. So just declare one dimensional array. Arr is equals to write down arr is equals to which one np dot the name of the function is equals to which one array in bracket, specify the one dimensional array, for example 10 20 30 40 50 60 70 80. You can take any number. It is not necessary to take sequential number. You can take randomly number, doesn't matter. Okay, 90 numbers. Then you can print that array. Check out this will print the array. So how many elements present here? There are 9 elements are present. You can calculate the length by using which one len, for example. Check out that will display the length of what that array is equals to 9 element. Now I want to access these array element one by one. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to access element by using indexing. So check out here. I'm going to write down here indexing. Okay, so remember one thing, index of the first element is equals to which one 0, and index of the last element, whatever the last element, is equals to what size minus 1. Okay, so in this case the index of the first element, index of the 10 is equals to 0, and index of the last element is equals to size minus 1. So what is the size of this array? 9 minus 1, that is 8. That is the size of which one your array last index of the array element. Now check out here. I'm going to access first of all first element, that is called error of 0. So check out, it will print the 10 value. Then error of what, suppose 2 1, for example, it will print the second value. So sequentially 0 1 2, in this manner you can access the array element present inside the what array. But suppose instead of writing single or accessing single element at a time, you can use the for loop. So simply write down for loop for I in range function. Starting index is equals to 0, ending index is equals to what, length of what, your array. So just print here, print in bracket arr of 0. Okay, so your for loop start with I is equals to 0 and go to the length of the what array? What is the length of the array? That is equals to 9. 9 minus 1 means what is the last index? Last index is equals to what? 8. So when I execute this one, so check out, actually there is one mistake here. Instead of writing I'm writing 0. That's why it is every time printing 10. Again execute this one. Now it will display total output 10 to what? 90. Means you can use your for loop also. Now, instead of using a traditional for loop, you can use for each. For example, you can write for x in what arr. Then you can write down print in bracket x collection. Okay, so one by one array element of the array element stored inside which one x variable, and directly print that x variable. So just press shift enter, same output. So you can use indexing, or you can use which one, normal for loop, for each loop here. Okay, so that is simple indexing I use here. Okay, what is the another point I can use here? I can use which one, negative indexing also. So I'm going to write down here negative what, indexing. So what is exactly meaning of negative indexing? Inside Python, negative indexing is present, means index of the last element is which one, minus 1. Second last element is which one, minus 2. In this manner indexing is used. For example, check out. So last element is equals to, which is the last element, that is equals to 90. Or I'm going to print array again here for the cross checking. So check out, last element is equals to 90. Suppose I write arr of what, minus 1. So it should print the 90 value. Check out, it will printing the 90 value, means what, index of the last element is minus 1. Second last element is equals to what, minus 2. In this manner, you can access what your array element in reverse direction by using which one, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So you can use which one, negative indexing also. Okay, now again another point, like we already discussed what is indexing, then negative indexing. Again, another point is present here, that is called the slicing. Okay, so you can use the slice. Slice means what? Suppose you required a small portion of array, or you want to extract number of array element from your array, sub array, you can say sub array, then we can use the slicing. So what is exactly syntax of the slicing? So check out, I'm going to write down the syntax of the slicing. Array name, then write down square bracket, here write down the start index, then colon, end index, then colon, that may be increment factor. Okay, so I'm going to write down here increment factor. If I do not use the last parameter, by default increment factor is equals to which one? 1. So check out, I'm going to use the same syntax here. Just follow this one. Array name is equals to what? ARR. Then write down the square bracket. Starting index, you can give any starting index. For example, I'm giving it equals to what? 1. Starting index is equals to 1. Ending index is equals to, for example, 7. Okay, so I'm not using the last parameter, this parameter. So by default value is equals to 1. I'm going to show exactly what is the meaning of this one. So it will select all the element between 1 to 7. 7 is not included. Huh? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 is not included. So what is the output? This highlighted like 20 to 70. That is the output of this line. Just press shift enter. Check out 20 to 70. So last index, what is the last index? That is a stop index actually. That is not included. So always take 7 minus 1, last minus 1, end index minus 1. Okay, suppose I want to use, now check out, by default value is incremented by min, means index value is incremented by 1. Okay, suppose I copy this one and again write down control V, then write down the last parameter is equals to 2. Now your index value is incremented by 2. So when I execute this one, check out, output is equals to 20, 40, 60. In this case, index is incremented by 1. In this case, index is incremented by which one? By 2. Okay. Now what you can do, again you can write like this one, 2 comma colon, sorry, not comma. So I'm not giving the end index. If I do not give the end index, it will print all the item starting from 2 to what? End. Check out. Again, if I write I'm not giving starting index, suppose I'm giving 5. Now it will start from which one? 0 index and go to what? Up to size minus 1. So that is 5 minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 to 4. 5 is not included. Last index is not included. Okay. Now suppose if I write ARR, then which one? Colon, colon. Okay. I'm not giving starting index. I'm not giving ending index. I'm not giving increment factor, and execute this one. It will print complete array. Again write down ARR, again write down colon, colon, minus 1. Again, I'm not giving the starting index, I'm not giving the ending index, but I'm giving the increment factor is equals to minus 1. So what it will do, it will start from the end, means what? It will give the reverse array. Check out, suppose you want to print the reverse array, simply write down colon, colon, minus 1. That will print your array in reverse direction. Okay, so in this manner, you can access your one-dimensional array inside which one? NumPy. Now, what about two-dimensional array? Suppose you want to access array element of which one? 2D array. So check out here. I'm going to show you how to access 2D array. So write down here 2D array, for example, 2D array, two-dimensional array. Okay. So first of all, create two-dimensional array for understanding purpose. Write down ERR is equals to first of all, instead of writing ERR, write down data is equals to create the nested list like 10, 20, 30, 40, sorry, and copy this one, control C, comma, control V, control V. Okay, that is sufficient 3 by 3. Then write down here 40, then 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, and create the array. For example, I'm creating another array that is equals to ARR is equals to np dot the name of the function array in bracket data. Okay, and print the array. So when I print the array, check out, it is showing the two-dimensional array. So check out, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. Now already we discussed during the introduction of NumPy array, these are there are two index. First is row index and second is which one? Column index. Okay, so how to use the row index, how to use the column index, check out here, write down ARR. First of all, check out, remember, I'm going to write down the syntax here, name of array in square bracket. Here, write down the row index, you have to give row index. Then write down what? Column index. Write down here column index, means you have to pass the two value inside the square bracket. First is row index and second is what? Column index. So check out the example here. I'm writing ARR in bracket. Suppose randomly I'm writing 0, 2. Okay, 0, 2 means what? Zeroth row, second column. This is zeroth row. 0, 1, 2. This is the zeroth row, and these are column. Okay, second column. So zeroth row, second column. Second column means what? This one, 0, 1, 2, 30. The output should be 30. So check out, output is equals to which one? 30. Take another example, ARR of 1, 2. You can use any example. First row and second column. Check out, first row, second column is equals to which one? 60. That is equals to 60. Then take another example, ARR 2, 2, for example. Second row and second column. Second row, second column is equals to which one? 90. So in this manner, you can access the array element. Now you can use for loop also here, but when we use the for loop, you require two for loop, one for the row index, other for the column index. So you can write for I in what range in bracket 0 to 3, 3 by 3. Then again write down for j in a range in bracket 0 to 3, again 3 by 3. Okay, then write down here print in bracket ARR. Here write down row index, that is I, column index is equals to j. So in this manner you can use which one? Row index and column index. So check out, all the array elements are accessed sequentially here by using which one? For loop also. Now this is about which one? Indexing. Now same you want to use slicing, for example, you want to use the slicing inside 2D array. So here I'm going to write down slicing in 2D array. So how to use the slicing inside the 2D array? So first of all, I'm going to write down the syntax of the slicing here for the 2D array. That is same here. So check out here, I'm going to write down here. Check out name of array, Then after name of array, write down the square bracket. Inside square bracket, give comma here. Left hand side portion, this portion belongs to row, this portion belongs to column. So here write down the row index, this is only syntax. Row index start, colon, row index what? Stop, or you can say end, comma. After comma write down column index start, colon, column index stop. Okay, so this is the syntax you have to use while accessing a 2D array by using slicing. First of all, inside square bracket, give the comma here, comma. This left hand side portion belongs to row, and this right hand side portion belongs to which one? Column. So check out, I'm going to use the same syntax here. So check out here, ARR. First of all, display that array, ARR. Check out this array, then write down ARR in square bracket, give the comma. Left hand side portion belongs to row 0, 2. Okay, comma. Instead of comma, write down colon. So it will start at 0 index and up to what? 2 index. Okay, ending index equals to 2. And here write down what? Suppose I'm not writing anything, simply write down colon, means I'm not using anything, means what? All columns are selected. So check out, all columns are selected, but only 2 rows are selected, because starting index is 0, ending index is equals to 2. Remember, already I told you end index minus 1 means what? second row is not included, like second index is not included. 2 minus 1 means what? 1. Suppose you want to display all this one, so just copy this one, control C here, write down 3. Now check out, starting index is equals to 0, index is equals to 3, 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. Okay, so in this manner you can print the all array. Again, take a lot of examples. Suppose here I'm giving starting index as well as ending index, then row index also. Suppose I'm writing here 0 colon 2, same. Okay, so check out here, it will display 2 rows and 2 column, because here I'm writing starting index 0 2, that is the for row, starting index 0 2 0 to 2, that is for column, 2 row and 2 column. So you have to just follow this syntax, that is very easy actually. Okay, now suppose if I write like this one, ARR in square bracket colon colon comma 0 comma 2. Now check out here, again write down colon. Here I'm not giving the starting index of the row, ending index of the row. I'm giving what? Only column index 0, starting, ending index equals to 2, means 0 to 0 to what? 2. 2 is not included, 0 and 1. So check out all the rows with 2 column, all the rows with the 2 column. Check out here. Now suppose you can explore like this one, you can give for understanding purpose, you can pass the different values and see what is the output. Here you can check what is the output here. Now suppose if I write ARR here, I do not give the starting index, ending index of the row, then again check out, again I'm not giving the starting index, ending index of the column, but I write down the -1. So what is the meaning of this one? Check out, it print your column in reverse direction. Check out here, instead of 10 20 30, it is displaying what? 30 20 10, means values of the columns are reverse. Same example you can create here, ARR here you can write colon colon -1 then comma colon colon, means what? It will reverse the rows. For example, check out 10 20 30 40 50 60 70 80 90, means what? Reverse the rows, reverse the column. And suppose you want to reverse both rows as well as column, then write down colon colon -1 colon colon -1. So check out here, output is equals to both rows and columns are which one? Reverse. So in this manner you can use slicing inside which one? Two-dimensional array. Now another selection methods also available inside which one? Numpy array. That is called which one? Fancy indexing actually. So what is exactly meaning of fancy indexing? So first of all, I'm going to write down here fancy indexing. Okay, that is the term actually, that is the name. Okay, so check out what is exactly meaning of fancy indexing. Now take for example either one-dimensional array or two-dimensional array, doesn't matter. Suppose I'm using first of all I'm using one-dimensional, and then I'm using which one? Two-dimensional array. So just copy this array, for example, copy this array, control C and paste here. Okay, now this is one-dimensional array. Using one-dimensional array, I want to explain the fancy indexing. So what is exactly fancy indexing? So fancy indexing actually means what? Passing an entire array of indices to access multiple arrays of the array at once. Means instead of passing one index at a time, you can pass array of indices to the array to specify which item you want to access. Take one example. Suppose you want to randomly access first, fourth, fifth, randomly. For example, just write down ARR, inside bracket, write down the square bracket, write down 1, comma, 4, comma, suppose 7. So what is the meaning of this one? It will access the element present at 1 index, 4 index and 7 index. So just press Alt Enter. It will give the array element present at that particular index. Means in short, you have to pass what group of the indices, which items you want to access. That is called the fancy indexing. Okay, so just write down array ARR in bracket, pass the multiple values. If you want to pass the single value, that is not fancy indexing. If you want to retrieve the multiple location values, then you have to pass the what multiple indices here. So suppose I'm writing 3 2 comma suppose 5, so that will display the value present at 2 index and 5 index. Now again, fancy indexing can be applicable for which one? Two-dimensional array also. So just copy this two-dimensional array, come back here. Okay, so you can apply the fancy indexing here, ARR in bracket, square bracket. Again, already I told you, you have to pass which one number of indices. But again, same, left hand side portion of comma for the row selection, and this is for column selection. You can write here, suppose I required first 0th row and second row, 0th row, second row, and only one column, for example, that is last column. So what is the meaning of this one? Check out 0th row means what? This one. And second row, that is second row means 0 1 2 means what? Last one. So output is equals to which one? Check out. 0th row is equals to 30, last column is equals to 2, and second row, that is 0 1 2, is equals to 90. So in this manner you can specify which item you have to access by using which one? Fancy indexing. Take another example, suppose ARR in bracket, here you can specify like 0 comma 2 means it will select which row, 0 row and second row. Like row with the one index is not selected, then I'm not specifying any column index, so it will select all the column. Check out, it will select the all column. So in this manner you can specify the fancy indexing. So in short, you have to remember, you can pass multiple indices to the array to specify on to access these elements. Now, one more point is remaining for the selection of array element. That is called which one? Selection item by condition. So write down here, selection item by condition. Okay, so this is the point you have to remember. Suppose you want to give the condition. Check out, again I'm going to take the first example, that is the one-dimensional array. Copy. You can use two-dimensional array also, doesn't matter. Same is applicable for 1D and 2D. So this is my array. What I want to do, I want to select all the item whose value is greater than, suppose 30. So how to write down this one? So just write down ARR in square bracket, write down ARR greater than what? 30. So check out, inside bracket I'm giving the condition. Okay, so this condition, so it will return those value only which satisfy the particular condition. So check out this one. So check out, it will give the all the values which are greater than is equals to 30. Now suppose you want to check what is the output of this one, just copy this one, Control V. It will return true and false value. Check out. Now this condition is not satisfied, that's why false. This condition is also not satisfied, false. This condition is not satisfied, that's why false. Now rest of the conditions are satisfied, that's why it will return the true value. And check out the output. Output is equivalent to what? The location which consists of true value, that is written by which one? Your what? Selection by which one? Item condition. Now, suppose if I write like this one, ARR in square bracket, write down ARR is less than, suppose 40. So select all the values whose value is less than 40. So check out, it will select 10, 20 and 30. Suppose you want to give the two conditions like ARR in square bracket. If you want to give the two condition, write down the bracket, that is ARR is greater than what? Suppose greater than 4, greater than 30, and give the and operator. Do not write a and d here, write down which ones? N percent and give the second condition, that is ARR greater than 30 and ARR less than suppose 70. So what is the meaning of this one? It will select all the values between what? 30 to 70 means value greater than 30, 30 is not included, and value less than 70. So check out, greater than 30 and less than is equals to less than what? 70. Suppose you want to give the equality condition, you can write double equal to sign here. So check out, when I write the equal to sign, 70 is included. So you can give the multiple condition inside this one. Now another function also available. Suppose you want to check that if any value present, if any value present that is less than 10, suppose for example, check out any value present that satisfy particular condition. For example, you want to check uh, any like any value which is less than 10, for example, you want to check that value exists inside your array or not. So how to check that one? Np dot, there is one method that is called any, in bracket write down arr less than 10. Okay, so this method will return true or false value. If any value present which is less than 10, then it will return the true value. If any value not present, okay, no value present less than 10, then it will return the false value. So check out, no value less than 10 is present, that's why returning the what? False. So again write down np dot, again write down any value what? Arr less than 30, any value less than 30. So check out, it is returning the true value. But suppose you want to check that any value, instead of any value, suppose you want to satisfy the condition all values. So write down np dot which one? All. Okay, np dot which one? All, in bracket arr less than 30 means what? It will return true value only when all the value present inside array less than which one? 30. But here all values are not less than 30, that's why it is returning the false value. If I copy this one and paste and write down all the values less than 100, now check out, this condition is satisfied, all the values are less than what? 100, that's why it will return the true value. So these are the different ways to select the array item inside which one? Numpy array. That may be indexing, that may be slicing, that may be which one? Negative indexing.